Hello and welcome to Thought for December the 19th. Our readings are Job chapter 23 and 24, Zechariah chapter 1, and the second and third epistles of John. And our thought is, Whom I love in truth. Today we read those two short personal final letters by the Apostle John. In 2 John, we are challenged by the fact that 4 times in the first 3 verses he uses the word truth. He starts by writing to those whom I love in the truth. We need to love in truth if we are to know the truth and are successful in walking in truth. That last phrase jumps out at us. In John's Gospel, he recorded the words of Jesus to those who believed in him. If you abide in my word, you are truly my disciples. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Chapter 8, verses 31 and 32. Truth is not just something you know. It is something you do. It is a vital principle by which you live. Above all, it sets you free. But what does that mean? Free from what? Reading the ongoing conversation, we realize it means we are set free from observing the letter of the law. Instead, we are challenged to embrace the spirit of the word. And now this is a reaction of the heart, not the head, and it results in love in action. In his letter, John states his alarm that many deceivers have gone out into the world. John's second epistle, verse 7. These had distorted what the apostles had taught. This led to a group who do not confess the coming of Jesus Christ in the flesh. They were converts who thought they could improve on what they had been taught by their own reasoning. After accepting the teaching that Jesus was the Son of God and had brought God's message to human beings, 1 John 5 verse 20, these deceivers were saying Jesus could not really have been a human being, as he was God's Son, which means they reasoned he could not have been flesh and blood. This, of course, is serious, and John says in his second letter that such a one is a deceiver and the Antichrist, and comments, "Watch yourselves so that you do not lose what you have worked for." Verse 8. He then says that anyone who does not abide in the teaching of Christ does not have God. Verse 9. John describes those who taught wrongly as doing wicked works. Verse 9. Well, this is disconcerting. We would love to see all Christians being in one mind, but human nature makes this impossible. We need to have a profound sense of awe in our hearts about Jesus Christ and his work before God, realizing that God will have the final say as to whether we receive his wondrous eternal blessings. In John's third and final letter, he writes more about walking in the truth, verses 3 and 4, and those like Diotrephes in verse 9 who do not do so. Let us make sure we know the truth so that we can walk in it and live the truth in love. Well, thank you once again for joining us for Thought for the Day, where together we can open up the pages of God's Word, knowing that Word is a lamp to our feet and a light to our path.